All right, welcome to another episode of 1,000 Questions from Mars. I'm your host, Mars.
And I'm King Gerald Jones.
And this is a very special episode, a very special Valentine's episode, coming to you straight from the Snotty Fox.
The Snotty Fox. Y'all, if y'all from LA, y'all know about the Snotty Fox. If you don't know about, if you're not from LA or California, the Snotty Fox is basically a cheap little motel. I know back in my heydays, I used to, oh man, it brings back memories. So it's like a cheap little motel that we used to go to for like a 3 hour, 1 hour, 3 hour type situation if you're just trying to smash and dash. So if you were smashing and dashing and doing your thing, you knew about the Snotty Fox back in the day. Or probably to this day still. Don't let me count it out.
I mean, I see people, it's active.
Just today.
All right, welcome.
Bow. Do we need to do a handshake? You like the handshake or do we need to do it?
That one's good enough for me.
Okay.
Because anything beyond that, you're going to forget.
Okay.
All right. So the Snotty Fox. Oh, the Snotty Fox. How I smell of cigarettes.
Have you ever been to the? Of course you're here now, but prior to the episode, have you ever been to the? I'm asking you questions off the rip.
Right.
Have you ever been to the Snotty Fox?
I have been to the Snotty Fox, but not this location. It's another
on La Brea?
Yeah.
Terrible.
It's another
terrible
location. Anyway, all right. So for this Valentine's episode, you also recorded a Valentine's episode for 1,000 Bodies podcast where you told a story about.
Oh, I need to get comfortable. Can I get comfortable?
Oh, okay. Your jeans is kind of tight.
Ooh. Ain't that what's in?
It is.
All right, let's go.
Okay. So you told a special Valentine's story where you had 3 girls in rotation and you had 1 new girl.
Right.
And you talked about how you got them all gifts and who you decided to sleep with that night.
Right.
You should have tried to do it with all of them. But anyway.
Well, I did that before. Well, the 3.
Yeah.
I could have probably, I don't know what. I was just on the new P.
Okay.
The new P.
The
new P was
the
my
new
focus.
vagina.
Right.
Okay, so before I jump into my questions, do you remember we first met each other in person, like around your birthday? We told that story already.
Right.
But do you remember that you had asked me to go on a Valentine's Day date with you?
I don't remember that.
Okay, so he asked me to be like his Valentine.
It's possible. It's plausible.
Yeah.
But
tell me. You asked me, and I said, didn't you auction yourself off for Valentine's Day? So how are you going to be able to go on a date with me? You was like, I'll make it work.
Right.
And I was like, no, we'll just go on a date after Valentine's Day.
That sounds very much like me.
Yeah. So I wanted
Did we end up doing anything?
Yeah, the day after Valentine's Day, we ended up going on a date.
February 15th.
Yeah.
Ooh,
the side hoe.
I was about to say, they say that's the side chick day.
And mind you, in my head, that's our anniversary.
Terrible. You standing on it.
I'm standing on it. February 15th. All right. So in the show, you talk about, so the new P is a girl who back in the day, he used to auction himself off for Valentine's Day. And I know y'all might think that sounds crazy, but it's not. So the girls used to be bidding.
Right.
And I'm sitting up there watching, like, I'm not bidding, but I want to see the craziness. And they used to bid on him for Valentine's Day, and then he would take them on the date. And so can you tell us, like, who was your highest bidder in all of your years of doing that? Because he did it for more than 1 year. Who was your highest
The highest bidder was actually the girl that I talk about that year of 2016. It was $250. So she was the highest bidder. Before that, 100, 150, nothing major. But I remember 2016. I think I even posted her.
Yeah.
So 2016 was $250.
You always posted the winner.
Did I?
Yeah, because the winner of in my year,
in my class,
she had paid 100.
Okay.
And
what year? Like
2015.
Okay.
Or no, 2014.
14.
Yeah. So she had paid 100, and I think she worked at the post office or something.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. And she won.
I remember.
You remember now?
Yeah, she worked at the post office. Okay.
All right. So What happens if one of the bidders in your Valentine's Day auction is unattractive? Because this girl, you actually took, well, y'all didn't want to go on a date. Y'all went to the Snooty
Right.
and y'all smashed.
Right.
So not only did she pay,
Mhm.
but you got to smash,
Right.
and you didn't have to take her on no date.
Exactly. Win-win for everybody. For
but what if, has any of the women ever been like unattractive?
None of the women that have won have been unattractive. But what were you going to ask me if they were?
Yeah, like if they were unattractive, what would you do?
I would have still went on a date. I wouldn't have slept with her, but I would have still went on a date. And, you know, she not gambled. She bid it. So I would have went to the date, but I just wouldn't have sex with her.
Okay. Did you smash all the winners?
Yeah, all the winners. That's why none of them was like just so far where I was like, oh, no.
So mind you.
Do you remember what the one in your, do we call it your year?
Yeah, we can call it my year.
Do you remember what she looked like?
I do. And that's what I was going to get to. Like, I'm thinking that he's not going to smash her because to me, not that she was ugly, but it was like, I just thought like, oh, he thinks it's a game and she's not even that cute anyway.
Right. I did, but I don't know if this is on your question, but I did. She, tell me if I'm right or wrong. She had a C face. Like a C.
Yep.
C face, but her body
was cool.
Yeah, her body. She had a B. Yeah. So she was cool, fuckable. So
got you.
So
that's before I really truly understood how men think.
Okay, you were like, oh,
she's not prettier than me.
You're right, but you know, you're still smacking. She's effable.
And obviously she's interested. She's paying to just have your time. Right. Might as well.
Yeah, if I remember the post office. Yeah.
Yeah.
There kind of is a story about that. The year you talking about? There kind of is a story.
Do you want to tell it real quick?
No, I don't want to tell the story. I did the fake.
Oh, you faked?
I faked in her, and then I forgot. I don't remember 2015. I think I was trying to see because I had started dealing with her a little bit.
Oh, okay.
So I don't know if I went to see what her head, what she was on. I don't remember what the fake was for. I don't know if it was bad. I don't remember what the fake was for. But she proceeded to harass me about being pregnant.
Oh no!
Yes.
Did she send pregnancy tests?
No, she didn't send pregnancy. She just was saying, "I'm late. I'm late." Yeah, all that.
So what came of it? Just I'm late, or did she?
No, she kept saying, "I'm pregnant," but I knew that I faked. So it's so much. It's so great when you not.
Yeah.
When you know that it's not. So you like. Whatever.
Right.
So now I'm treating her distant because I can't play with you like that.
But see, and it's not surprising that she would fake the pregnancy because to me, like I mean, I didn't feel like I needed the auction to get your time or pay to get your time. Right. So it's like to me, she had like probably a little obsession with you or maybe your status or whatever it was. Right. Same dealings when a woman sees a man in the NBA or a rich guy, like they're attracted to the status.
And I was saying on my episode that I recorded for 1,000 Bodies, I don't know what it was. Well, I do. For some reason, I was up in the algorithm.
Yeah.
I'm not now, but I used to be getting 300 likes and 1,000 comments. I used to get 1,000 likes on pictures and whatnot. If y'all remember that, y'all remember that. So I was up in the algorithm. I don't know if it's because I was on it so much or what.
You were engaging.
I would get so much. So I was popping, you know, and I was in the gym also. I was bodied up, so I guess that helped with it too. So
women are attracted to status, even if he don't have the money. They're attracted to the status. So okay, interesting. Okay. Do you remember that? Okay, let me backtrack a little bit because I'm like geeking out about this show. I thought it was a really good show. So in the show, he talks about going to the Dollar Tree and the three girls that he had in rotation. He basically got them all the same gift and like went and delivered it. Do you remember that you gave me that same standard?
I didn't remember but I was
but you're not surprised.
I'm not surprised at all. The specific show, and it's even I didn't remember that the post office I immediately remember, but I didn't remember that you were even a part of it because I was just when I was telling the story, I was focused on 2016,
right?
2016, but that's what I used to do every year, so that's not far-fetched.
Yeah, I remember. I think we had gotten into like a little disagreement. Beef, like I was coming to LA to see you or with my mom, and I was gonna like take my mom's car and I came to see you, but you were taking forever. I don't know what you were doing or whatever the case may be. I think now that I'm thinking about it, you were buying all the rotation girls Valentine's
Did
gifts.
you think that you were the only one at the time?
I didn't think I was the only girl, but I didn't expect you to buy me anything for Valentine's Day because I knew I wasn't the only girl. So I didn't. So when you were taking forever, I'm like, what the fuck is he doing? And I'm like, you know what? I'm about to leave. And as soon as I'm about to leave, you pull up with the balloon, the bear, the chocolate, the one rose. and mind you, that was like, oh, he does like me.
I told you they like the combo.
Yeah,
the Dollar Tree combo.
It was nice. And mind you, you know that it comes from the Dollar Tree. You're not thinking like, oh, he just. But it's like the thought that counts. You know.
And not saying this is you, but imagine if no one's interested in you or nobody's getting you nothing.
Yeah.
And this is what I used to say back in the day. When you want to get a woman around her Valentine's Day is when you get her.
That's how he kept me around for a little longer.
They weak. They want love.
Yeah, that's exactly how you. So you said also that you had bought a dozen roses and you split it up between the girls and you
gave
the big batch to the auction girl, the new girl. And you said, because women don't really count roses. It was only 9 roses. Women don't count. Women count roses, especially on Valentine's Day.
So you think she counted and said,
yeah.
Well, she.
But you still be like, oh.
She
but
like,
bitch, what happened to the 3 missing?
What do you do with the 3?
Yes. Just stay on game, y'all. So you talk about that you gifted all of these women and they didn't gift you anything back. Right. How do you feel about receiving gifts for Valentine's Day?
I'm not tripping. I've always been raised and thought it was a women's holiday, so I really didn't. I said it in my Thousand Bodies podcast just to get some kind of dialogue and find out, do other men think the same way, or do women think what's going on? For me, I don't care. I'm not tripping. I'm not tripping.
Yeah.
What do you think? Do you think it's
I don't think that it's mandatory for a woman to get a man anything. However, I don't think that it's like should be like, oh, I don't have to get no man nothing. It's Valentine's Day. Like I don't have that attitude about it. Because if I see something for you that I want you to have, and I'm like, oh, I can get them this for Valentine's Day, which I have.
Right. I remember you got me. I remember.
I don't even remember what it was.
The Jordan 2s.
Oh, I did get you Jordan 2s. Yeah. So if it's something that I know he wants, like around that time, I'll get it and make it like about Valentine's Day. But I also don't feel the pressure to be like, let me get you something.
I don't think a man, I'm not saying shouldn't get, but it doesn't bother me if I don't get nothing. Mm-hmm. I've been raised that it's a women's holiday.
Yeah, that's good. So your cheap Valentine's Day gifts in 2016 were a hit. Do you think they would still be a hit nowadays with not our age, but with the younger age group? Like if a 21 and a 25-year-old guy did something like that with a 21, 25-year-old girl this day, do you think it would be received the same way?
I think if the woman genuinely likes you, that's the thin line between her receiving it and not receiving it. If she genuinely likes you, she's going to take a Snickers, not that, but that. So if she in this age, it can happen, but I think there's less genuineness in the dating, so it's not going to be received as much as it would have been back in our age group or back in the day. So to answer that question, if she's genuine, it'll be received. One rose will be, sufficient if she really likes you, if she's really interested in you. But a lot of that is not what's happening right now.
I wonder, are any women battling with that? Like, so there's so much pressure for the women to be like, you got to pay my bills. Right. And that's kind of like what's all around for you guys. Right. Like if you genuinely like a guy and if he just bought you one rose because maybe that's all he could afford for Valentine's Day, do you still feel the pressure to like be like, no, that's not enough, even if you would really like it? I mean, I wonder how the young women think nowadays.
That's a good question. Maybe they could comment too.
Comment.
If y'all young, comment in the comments and let us know. Is the pressure there for you to get something big and elaborate? Or are you cool with just getting, the simple
I think she'll probably accept it in private, but like bitch about it in public, like I don't know. Okay, so let's talk more about the Snotty Fox.
Okay, where we at?
How many times have you been to the Snotty?
I wouldn't be able to count.
Oh, it's unlimited.
This was like my yeah.
Have you ever gotten any pushback on coming to the Snooty?
Of course, I've had women say no, then I come to Snooty. But and maybe if I just kept getting no, but I've also, like I mentioned in my Thousand Body, the girl who brother played for the Lakers, she was super bougie. She had money. Well, her brother had money, and she was bougie. So, but she came.
Right.
So I will never not invite someone to the Snooty because she, and not just her, just one person, but some of my bougiest females that I've done. I'm thinking right now, they I don't know, and I don't know if it's the thrill of being at the Snooty or what. I don't know what it is. I'm not a woman, but I've had good reviews on it, so I'm never not gonna say, hey, what's up? Let's get the room at the Snooty for 3 hours or whatever.
So do you tell them like, hey, you want to go to the Snooty, or do you say, hey, do you just want to go get a room, and then it just so happens to be the Snooty?
Well, I'll say a room, and then I'll say the Snooty. So then that'll let me know if they're like, I ain't going there, because I've had that happen. Rarely, but I've had that happen, and now I'm not about to deal with you because, excuse me, I'll have sex with you.
Yeah, but you're not gonna.
But I'm not about, because now you're not thugging with me. You don't really fuck with me. You trying to get somewhere. We can have sex in this room. But because I even remember this African girl that I had slept with 3 times, and she was against the Snooty, but she got a room at what's that place called? Why am I just drawing a blank? It was by the airport. A room by the airport.
Okay.
The embassy. She got a room at the embassy. So I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Like, okay.
That's me. Like, I would, like, not necessarily the Snooty, but we can get a room. Like, but I've also thugged it out with you in the bum park.
Right.
So.
Right. So, yeah. So, but that's what, I mean, and maybe this was younger. Maybe at this age, I'll be more understanding, or maybe not. I don't know. I don't think I would, but I can understand a woman.
Yeah.
That possibly, but that it just lets me know you're not thugging it out with me.
Yeah.
And that's cool too. There's nothing wrong. You don't have to thug it out.
Because I was gonna say, like, in my 20s, like, when I'm dating, even in my early 30s, I would have thugged it. All right. I was in my 20s when I went to the Snooty. And even in my young 30s, if I'm drinking and it's just a vibe and all that shit, I would come. Now that I'm 30, I thought that maybe we could turn this into something later. I don't want to turn this into nothing. I can't even breathe in here.
Yeah, it's funny that
I feel like my clothes gonna smell like cigarettes.
Yeah, I can't. I barely. And it makes me think, dang, what am I? I'm obviously older.
Yeah.
Can I? Because I've been choking and coughing and clearing my throat ever since I walked in here.
Yeah.
How am I do that? I can't even breathe, so how am I have sex?
Exactly. I just can't even get comfortable. But anyway, if you young, or even if you old and you still just in your thing, do your thing at the Snooty. I mean, they keep up the premises real nice. Okay, so I'm just gonna jump back to the auction girl, is what I'm calling her.
Okay.
Technically, was that prostitution that happened? Because she paid you.
Well, no. Well, I don't think so, but people can say what they want. They can comment and let me know. But this is why I don't think it is. She paid me for a date. She paid me to go on a date.
Do you know that's what the prostitutes call it?
I know. A date. But I'm serious.
$80 date.
But she paid. We're supposed to go on a date.
And she decided no.
Yeah, exactly. And so I don't think, because it wasn't like, this is for sex.
Wait a minute.
Because I could have said, no, we're not having sex.
How did the money... Did she Zelle you?
No, I don't even think it was Zelle. Yeah, I don't even think it was Zelle.
So she brought cash?
Yeah. I don't think there was a Zelle.
When you went up to her job, you got the cash?
I got the cash. But then I was equipped with the...
With the...
Yeah, with the...
Well, that you probably made her feel very comfortable about it.
I remember going up to her job, and she was like happy. Like, and I know some people probably don't think it's cool or whatever they think, but... You got to live your life. You got to, if something make you happy, like it might make me happy to pay. It won't, but hypothetically, it might make me happy to pay Beyonce.
Yeah.
It's people who pay Chris Brown.
Right.
So everybody, people pay Chris Brown $1,000 for a picture. So
that's true. That's true.
And I was attractive at the time, bodied up, popping.
These girls is around here paying these male strippers too to dance.
Yeah, so I mean, I don't look at it. I don't look at it as a bad light. So
we listen and we don't judge. Okay. I guess you already answered this question. I was gonna say, did you continue dealing with the girl? And you did, and she wanted to have your baby. So last and 14th question on my list for Valentine's Day. Have any of your body bowl stories that you aired on the show, have any of them reached out to you so far?
Yeah, of course. Yeah.
Are they upset? Are they
not really. They just like, boy, you crazy.
Okay.
The most kickback I got was I'll take that back. I just thought about it. One said, I'm glad I dodged that bullet.
Oh no.
One of them said something about talking more than a female or something like that. No. But this is my show.
And these are your life experiences.
It's my show. This is my life. Yeah. I'm not, and I haven't said your name.
Right.
So to me, I really don't give a shit. But it's my show. Yeah. I'm telling you about me. Yeah. I didn't say your name, so you could kind of remove yourself. Yeah. But if you want to put
you know that
you want to put yourself in it so much.
Only you and Gerald know.
Yeah, you want to put yourself in it so much.
Yeah.
But for the other than that, no, just you crazy, you funny. I watched the show, boy. I've had women that I haven't told a story about yet. Be like, what number am I?
Right.
When are you gonna tell our story?
Don't worry, we're getting to you.
When you gonna tell our story? Or I've had let me come on if you tell our story, or when you tell our story.
Oh, that might be fun.
I was thinking about, like, in the next seasons or something, get the group in there sitting with me and so on and so forth. But we'll see how.
Kind of like how they do on the Pop the Balloon show, where they kind of bring some of the contestants back, and everybody's kind of there having a group discussion. That might be fun.
Yeah, that would be interesting.
I'll interview you guys. Is that weird? All right. Those are all my questions. Do you have any Valentine questions for me?
Valentine questions. Do you have a favorite Valentine situation of a year, of a prior boyfriend or dude you were dating or anything?
No, I don't have a favorite. Like, I know when I dated a woman, she went all out. I don't remember exactly what she did, but I know she went all out.
Right.
I don't have a favorite.
Do you see the difference between dating a man? Can you share what you think?
Yes. Do you mean like in specifics to like gift giving?
Whatever you want to say, gift, whatever. Well, yeah, because we could go all day in the difference. Yeah. But I guess gift giving.
So women are a lot more like intricate and like detailed with the gifts, and like, I saw that you liked this on Instagram 10 years ago, and I got it for you. Like, those are the type of things that they do.
But what do men do? And
they're just more general, like, oh, I saw you needed a jacket, so I got you one. Okay. You know, like something like just a little bit more simple. Mm-hmm. The very detailed gift give, it's nice, and I think that's what gets you kind of like spoiled, because it's like, it's so thought through, which women are very attracted to. Mm-hmm. But also on the other end, now I have to be that way. And I'm not usually that way. So I used to piss her off all the time. Like, she hated my gifts.
I remember, can we go back to the episode prior?
Yeah.
Remember you asked me about my favorite gift or whatever? Uh-huh. And I could not, I thought I was going to be like, yeah, I remember. But I did not have really a favorite gift.
Right.
But
okay,
I had a worse gift.
Ooh.
I had a worse gift. I'll never forget this. And I think it more so was a worse gift because I got the girl some Jordans. And you know how I am about my shoes. Yeah. So for her birthday, I got her some shoes. Come back, fast forward, rewind. She got me some, what the fuck are they called? The
Crocs.
Crocs. Some Crocs and a t-shirt. Now the t-shirt was the character of Gerald on Hey Arnold, but my nigga, you could have got that on some funny shit. But nigga, so that's why I really don't be liking gifts.
I know.
Because, man, I'm
scared.
I don't be, but you've been good so far.
I just know this is my rule of thumb when I buy gifts for him. Don't cheap out. Like, if it's like this one or that, but this one is cheaper, don't do that. Like, if you're going to spend the money, spend it.
Because do I give good gifts?
He gives great gifts. And I get gifts throughout the year when I'm not expecting it. When it's like, I get the best gifts. So, I just don't cheap out on his shit. Like, and if it's shoes, I'm usually good, but in retro Jordans, you know, like don't be trying to go off and do nothing cute and different.
Right.
You know?
Oh man.
Like don't be trying to go off and like you don't even got it like that, sis.
You just made me think of something, and it wasn't the worst gift. It was, remember I told you I've only had 2 girlfriends.
You're right.
As an adult. So my ex-girlfriend, she had got me something that she thought I was gonna like it, but I just didn't. But it was her thoughts. It was her.
Right.
It was her, but she was lacking. And she got mad because I didn't want it.
Yeah.
But because I'm gonna tell you if I don't like it, I'm gonna tell you like I can't do nothing with this. So
I know, and that's the thing. Like he has his own type of fashion style. Just don't.
I would rather you not. That's crazy. I would rather you not get me a gift than give me a bad gift, because now I don't have to lay you down slow.
Right. And that's why my gifts to you have also been like taking you somewhere you never been before, or doing something you never done before, or you specifically said these J's are coming out on this day.
Right.
Got you.
Right.
Okay. Any more
Valentine's questions? So boom, you said the boom. Is this something?
I remember one Valentine Day I got accused of doing something, and I wasn't even doing nothing.
Was this by a girl or a guy?
By a guy.
Okay. Oh, okay. Go ahead.
So we started talking probably in October. So then Valentine's Day is like in February, right? And I truly don't do anything for Valentine's Day. Like I'll be at home with my mom, or I really just kept it low key because I didn't want to get my hopes up high, and I didn't want to be in that. Like just let me be. Mm-hmm. So, and I lived in LA, but my mom lives in the Inland Empire. And so I was out there on Valentine's Day. And so he calls me and he's like, hey, come outside. I got some stuff for you. And I'm like, oh, I'm not home. And I was like, oh, my bad. He was like, you not home? I was like, yeah, I'm at my mom's. He thought I was lying. He was like, yeah, oh, okay. Yeah, right. And hung up in my face.
Oh, no.
And was like, then text like, I guess I'll give your gift to somebody else.
Oh no!
But I was really not even doing nothing. And mind you,
you FaceTime on the show. You was.
I don't even think I had FaceTime. But even in that, I'm like, we are just talking, like we're not boyfriend and girlfriend. So I wasn't even expecting him to do anything.
Right.
I thought I was being the cool girl, you know. He called me on my shit, like, and then it's like, how did I even? I really wasn't doing that.
Right.
But yeah.
Well, I can't really think of. I mean, Valentine's Day. We here. I'm thinking about I'm tripping about the rules. Look.
Yeah.
Oh, so I used to be doing my thing. You got the mirror right here. You got the mirror up here. So I'm about to look in the mirror. I'm more so when I was bodied up, when I was lifting weights. I'm trying to see how I'm looking while I'm doing my thing. When I'm doing my thing. So I used to be right here in the mirror, looking right here. Then I'll take out my phone sometimes when they, let me take out my phone. So I'm hitting it like that, hitting boom. So that's what I used to be doing.
Do you know my one time at the Snooty, I didn't know that there was going to be a mirror on the ceiling. So I laid back and I was like, oh, I don't want to see myself like this. So I'm laying back and I'm like,
what did you do?
I couldn't do nothing. And mind you, in the middle of us
so you
doing
wasn't
our
attracted
thing.
To the...
No.
Oh, okay.
I was like, what the?
Some women are attracted to
all I see is his little booty. And so while we're doing our thing, a bum comes to the Snotty Fox door and is looking through the thing. So then
that little thing,
the little peephole, a bum is looking through it. So the dude who's doing it to me, hey man, because if I'm laying down, the bum is looking at his booty.
Oh man. Oh man, that would have been fun. That was funny.
It was pretty hilarious, but yeah,
that's a good little story.
And that's why I never
1,000 body show.
No, it's gonna be like just a few shows.
You need your 500 bodies?
No,
100 bodies.
We're not supposed to put a number, right? A man never wants to know his girl's
I'm dropping the number. 50 bodies podcast.
No.
75 bodies podcast. 25 bodies. Stop right there.
Experienced Bodies podcast.
Oh no.
Anyway, that concludes the show.
You probably do need to do that, even with your little limited experience. You need to do your.
Well, I'll just talk about him here.
No, you need your own situation.
Okay. So that concludes this episode of 1,000 Questions from Mars. Don't forget to like, share, comment, and subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we will see you next week.
Also, make sure you check out the Thousand Bodies podcast that I did that we're talking about. Also, we're going to be having a show called In the Comments, live in the comments with King Gerald Jones, where I go live and I answer all the comments, all the questions from every social platform.
Yep. All right.
Okay.
Bye.